Weather with meteorologist Holden LaCroix.
Welcome back. A stark change compared to the past 24 hours. Yesterday, we saw some clouds out there, even shower activity. That is not the case today. In fact, this afternoon, it has been hard to find a single cloud in the entire sky. And that's thanks to high pressure building in right offshore. And that will lead to even warmer temperatures over the next couple of days. But as we kind of see this change, we get some gusty winds, and there's a reason why. High pressure is kind of what we call an anticyclone. And anytime it moves in, it brings winds just like any other storm system would if it were bringing rain. So anytime we get these changes going from, say, sunny to rainy or rainy to sunny, we get big pressure differences, and that creates the gusty winds. Now, I will say once it spreads inland, these winds are expected to subside for the day tomorrow. It's still going to be breezy, but not nearly the gusts that we've seen today. For example, down towards Coos Bay, wind gusts near 40 miles per hour. It is a clear day across the region thanks to high pressure building in, and that will be the case all the way through about Sunday. Now, eventually this high pressure system that's built all the way up into BC is going to slowly start to weaken, and as a result, we're going to see a return of onshore flow, so cooler temperatures by next week, and eventually we could be dealing with rain chances down the pike, but at least for now, the next 10 days, completely dry, something we have not seen in quite some time. Speaking of which, 80 degrees tomorrow afternoon. The last time we saw that, the month of October. So we're only going to see this climb even more through the weekend. So if you're out toward the Oregon coast, 70s for probably Friday. Once we head toward the weekend, though, we start to see those changes, and you can kind of see that offshore. Clear skies all the way through Thursday, Friday, but notice this thick marine layer right here. That is a telltale sign of onshore flow returning, and that's why we're expecting cloud cover and cooler temperatures next week, not necessarily rain chances. I know it's showing up green, but that's just some thick cloud cover. Low clouds it's going to be building for next week. And you can see that change here. We're already up into the mid-80s Friday, Saturday across the Willamette Valley. But by next week, we cool things off and we're back down to near average temperatures. So not nearly as cool as what we've been seeing, but it's still going to be a gorgeous weekend. 85 degrees from Friday, Saturday. That's going to be the peak of the heat before we start to cool things off on Sunday. So here's the high pressure ridge, again, building across the northwest, acts as like a bubble here over areas of Eugene and parts of Washington. But once we head toward the middle part of May, watch as it slowly starts to weaken, and watch this bowling ball of an area of low pressure develop offshore. Notice the date, May 18th. That's when we start to see those changes. At least for now, we keep the dry, sunny weather and no sign of rain chances anytime soon. 75 degrees for the Oregon coast on Thursday. Again, we're still going to be dealing with some choppy seas just due to this change. Near 80 on Friday. Increasing clouds, there it comes by next week. Cooler temperatures in the low 60s. Across the Umpqua Basin, high temperatures up to 90 degrees on Friday and Saturday. But again, cooler weather approaching by Monday and Tuesday. For the Cascades, hard to believe we're talking about snow this time yesterday. Not going to be the case anytime soon. High temperatures back up into the 70s for the weekend. And for Eugene and Corvallis, another breezy day tomorrow, Matt, but the winds are starting to subside because we're replacing low pressure with high pressure, and that leads to some gorgeous conditions this weekend.
Sounds like a great time on the coast compared to last May when it was 100 plus on the beach. Yeah. 100 plus when we were there. That was unbelievable.
Hopefully we see none of that.
Thank you, sir. Prices are finally starting